You feel behind because your brain is running a rigid psychological circus, and you bought a front row ticket. Let's see how. Number 10. Blooper reel vs. Oscar trailer. You compare your 24/7 behind-the-scenes footage to everyone else's highlight reel. That's social comparison theory doing cardio on your self-esteem. You see your panic before meetings, your weird shower arguments, that time you waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you. Heartbreak. Ouch. You remember all of it. Meanwhile, your friend posts one clean vacation photo with a sunset and suddenly she's a life guru. You're comparing your unedited documentary to their 12-second trailer with cinematic lighting. Of course you lose. They cut the part where they cried in airport bathrooms. If Instagram showed just had an existential crisis in the parking lot, we'd all calm down immediately. Assume you're watching trailers, not documentaries. Stop competing with edited footage. Number 9. Everyone else knows. Everyone privately feels lost, but assumes everyone else feels confident because nobody is yelling, "I have no idea what I'm doing." You walk into a meeting, everyone nodding, taking notes, looking calm. Meanwhile, inside their heads, static noise. But since no one admits it, you assume you're the only one confused in a room of experts. It's basically adults playing a giant game of act normal. Half the corporate world is powered by PowerPoint slides and blind optimism. When you feel like a fraud, remember there are 12 other frauds silently agreeing with you. Moving on. Number 8. You're not that famous. You think a spotlight follows your mistakes. Science says people notice your flaws about 50% less than you think. You trip slightly while walking. In your mind, national headline. In reality, nobody looked up from their phone. You worry you don't have a 5-year plan. Meanwhile, everyone else is panicking about their own imaginary 5-year plan. Nobody has time to audit yours. You are not the main character in other people's Netflix series. You are a background extra who walked past holding coffee. Relax. Your failure is not trending. Number 7. My chaos is leaking. You think your internal mess is visible. It's not. Inside your brain, raccoons fighting over unpaid bills. Outside, you look like a person who just needs a nap. You think everyone can see that you don't know what you're doing. They can't. They just see someone who sighs occasionally, which is called being alive. You feel like a dumpster fire. Others see a candle that flickers slightly. Your anxiety is not broadcasting in HD. It's mostly private. Number 6. The comparison monster. Online upward comparison is rigged. You compare yourself to the 0.1% in every category at once. You take one person's abs, another person's salary, another's relationship, another's travel life. Combine them into one imaginary superhuman. Then you compete against that creature. That person does not exist. You built them in your head like a perfection Lego set. You're losing a race against a human smoothie made from 47 influencers. Compare one real person to one real person, not yourself to a Pinterest board. Number 5. The social clock panic button. Society invented milestones. Married by X, manager by Y, house by Z. Your brain treats these like laws carved in stone. They're not. Miss one arbitrary deadline, and suddenly your brain screams, "You missed that last helicopter off Adulthood Island." These timelines are preferences, not physics. There is no official adult deadline committee. No one is stamping passports saying, "Too late, you're 31. If you feel behind, ask. Behind who? The imaginary calendar police? Number 4. Impostor syndrome. The more you learn, the more you see what you don't know. That's why capable people feel less figured out than loud beginners. Meanwhile, the Dunning-Kruger crowd knows 3 facts and walks around like a TED Talk. So if you feel like a fraud, it might mean you're actually growing. The confident guy explaining crypto at a party is not necessarily smarter. He's just less aware. Doubt can be a side effect of competence, not proof of failure. Number 3. Negativity magnet. Evolution trained your brain to scan for threats, not achievements. You get 5 compliments and 1 mild criticism. Guess which one replays at 2 a.m.? Your brain ignores wins and zooms in on gaps. It's not personal. It's survival software running outdated code. Your brain has a PhD in spotting what's wrong and a kindergarten diploma in celebrating what's right. If you feel like a mess, check if your mess detector is just on max sensitivity. Number 2. Secret adult class. As kids, we thought adults had a manual. As adults, we realized they were just tall children with car keys. But that childhood image never fully updated. So, you assume everyone else attended some secret seminar called Advanced Life Management. They didn't. They Googled it, same as you. Most adults are just confidently pressing buttons and hoping nothing explodes. There was no secret class. The secret is improvisation. And finally, number 1, happiness U-curve. There's a U-shaped happiness curve. Many people hit a dip in midlife. Feeling confused is statistically normal. People don't magically feel figured out in their 20s or 30s. Many don't feel that way until their 50s or 60s. And here's the punchline. They don't feel figured out because they solved life. They feel figured out because they stopped obsessing over solving it. The secret to having life figured out might just be getting tired of pretending you need to. If you're in the dip, you're not broken. You're on the graph. So no, you're not uniquely behind. You're just uniquely aware of your own chaos. And ironically, that's pretty normal.